If you have zero YouTube videos right now, zero subscribers, and you're wondering whether YouTube can actually bring you real estate clients, this video is exactly what you need to hear. I'm going to walk you through the exact step-by-step process to go from nothing to having a YouTube channel that's actually generating clients from your business, not in some vague, eventually it might happen kind of way. I'm talking about a real plan with real steps you can start this week. By the way, I'm Karin Carr. I'm a real estate agent, and I've been doing this since 2005. When I started on YouTube, I had zero subscribers, zero views, and zero clue what I was doing. I was also brand new to my market. I had just moved to the Atlanta suburbs where I knew literally nobody. No sphere, no referrals, no one to call and ask for business. So I built my entire business from YouTube. Over the years, I built a team of 8 agents, and we've sold more than $75 million worth of properties, almost entirely sourced from YouTube. So when I tell you that you can start from nothing and build this, I'm not just giving you a pep talk, and I'm not blowing sunshine up your skirt. I've actually done it, and I've coached many, many other agents through it as well. One of my students, Diana, went from being totally overwhelmed by the idea of YouTube to publishing consistently and getting engagement from real buyers and sellers in her market. Another student, Hillary, told me that just having a clear plan of what to film took away all of the anxiety that kept her stuck. So here is what I want you to understand. You don't need 100 videos to start getting clients. You don't need professionally filmed videos. You just need the right 5 to 10 videos filmed the right way about the right topics. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Now, before I walk you through the steps, let me explain why YouTube is so different from every other marketing channel that you may have tried. When you post on Instagram or Facebook, your content has a shelf life, maybe 24 to 48 hours, and then it just gets buried in the feed. Nobody sees it again. You're on a content treadmill. And the moment you stop posting, the leads stop too. You're renting attention every single day. If you take a week off, all of your momentum disappears. If you post on Facebook and Instagram, you know what I'm talking about because this is probably what's happening to you right now. But YouTube is fundamentally different because YouTube is a search engine. They go there and they type in neighborhoods in Savannah, or the cost of living in city, or selling a house in city. If your video is there, it shows up and it keeps showing up for months and years after you publish it. I have videos that are 5, 7 years old that are still bringing me leads. I filmed something once on a random Tuesday, and it has generated business for me over 200 weeks in a row since then. That is what YouTube does. No other platform works that way for real estate agents, not Instagram and not even TikTok. The reason most agents aren't doing this is because it feels like a big commitment to make videos and they don't know what to talk about. But both of these problems are solvable. So that's what the rest of this video is about. Let's start at the very beginning. If you don't have a channel yet, here's how you set it up properly so that you're not shooting yourself in the foot before you even post your first video. You're going to create a Google account for your business if you don't already have one, but you probably do. Then you go to YouTube and you create a new channel using the same Google account. For your channel name, keep it simple. I recommend your name or your brand name or something about the market that you service. Something like Karin Carr Savannah Real Estate or Georgia Coast Homes with Karin Carr. Why? Because when someone searches for a real estate agent in your city, you want your channel to show up in the search results. Having your city in the channel name helps YouTube connect your content to local searches. So don't get cutesy poo with the name like Home Vibes with Susan or the Smith Team Experience. Use your full name and your city. The only time I don't recommend that you use your name is if your name is incredibly hard to spell or really, really long. So if people are going to constantly type it wrong, let's just leave it out of the title. Now you're going to write the About Me section, the channel description. We're going to use words like the city, the suburbs, the state, real estate agent, homes for sale, the neighborhoods. All of this helps YouTube understand what your channel is about so it can show it to the right people. You're basically telling the algorithm, show my videos to people who are interested in real estate in this specific geographic area. And then that's it. This can take maybe 30 minutes. Don't overthink it. This doesn't need to take forever. And you can update this anytime you want. The important thing is to get it done and then move on. Your first video should be a neighborhood tour. If you are trying to attract buyers, these work so well. I covered this in detail in this video, so if you want to learn more about it, watch this video. But here's the short version of why a neighborhood tour should be your first video. They target people with buyer intent. Someone searching for living in the name of your city, cost of living in name of your city. They're actively researching information about the area. This is a potential future client, and in most markets, very few agents are making these types of videos. So you can rank on the first page of search results, either on YouTube or Google, relatively easily. Pick the neighborhood that you either know the best, the neighborhood you live in, a neighborhood that you want to start getting more business in and has lots of turnover, and then drive through it, get out, walk around, film the pool, the park, the clubhouse, the tennis court. You can film it with your phone. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Talk about what makes it great, what the prices are, what the nearest restaurants are, where do they go to the supermarket, how long does it take to get to the freeway, all that kind of thing. What would it be like to actually live in this community? What does the HOA include if there is one? Is it very strict? Talk about living in this neighborhood, but don't talk about the type of people that live in the neighborhood. We do not want to violate any fair housing laws. Describe the neighborhood. Do not describe the residents of the neighborhood. That way you'll keep yourself out of trouble. Now, here's something that I really want you to hear. Your first video does not need to be perfect. It just needs to exist. I look back at my first videos and I just cringe. There was no lighting. The audio was terrible. The phone was shaky. I said, like way too often. Those videos still got views. They still brought me leads because the information was helpful. So being perfect was not the point. Perfectionism is the reason why people never even start in the first place. I talked to hundreds of agents who've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel for years. I speak at NAR, I speak at conferences around the country. I meet people in the hallway. They come up, we take selfies. They say, I've had your book for years. And when I say, great, how's your channel going? They say, well, I haven't actually started yet. Why? Because they're waiting. They're waiting until they have the right camera, until they look better, until they lose 20 pounds, until they change the way their voice sounds. Meanwhile, their competitors are getting all of their leads. They're getting all of the business because you don't have any videos to compete. So do not let perfectionism be the reason that you never even start. Film it, edit it, publish it, and move on. You can always make a better version 6 months from now. Now, you do not need a $3,000 camera setup. You do not need a professional to come and film you. You don't even need a studio area like this. You could just use your phone and edit out all of the mistakes on your phone, which goes this way, not this way. So use any phone, it doesn't matter. As long as it has a good enough resolution, it'll be just fine. You're going to hold it horizontally. You're going to look at the lens. You don't want to look at your face on the screen because then you're not looking at the camera. You're looking at yourself. Try not to look like a deer in the headlights, but you probably will at the very beginning. And I promise you, as you do this more and more and more, you'll get better and better and become more confident. Now, one thing that does make a big difference is the audio, especially if you're outside. The wind and the road noise. I did a video once where I was at the beach and the wind from the coming off the ocean, like all you could hear was so a little inexpensive clip-on lavalier mic, something like this. This is not an expensive microphone at all. I think it was $30 and it has two of them. So if you wanted to interview someone else, your lender, for example, you clip one on, the other person clips one on, and the bottom part just plugs into this part in your phone, and it all works through Bluetooth. That one very small investment will make a huge difference in the sound quality of your videos. And audio quality matters much more than the video quality when it comes to people sticking around to watch the whole video. When it comes to editing, there are lots of free apps that will do everything you need it to do. If you have an iPhone, it comes with iMovie. CapCut works on both iPhone and Android, and it's free. We're not trying to win any Hollywood awards here. We are just going to trim the beginning, the end. We're going to cut out any major mistakes or very long pauses in the middle, smush it all back together again. Maybe you'll add some text on screen when you're making an important point, but that's really it. Now, I know agents who will spend 8 hours editing a 10-minute video. That is not a productive use of your time. Spend 30 to 45 minutes max. A decently edited video on YouTube that is live and searchable is infinitely more valuable than a perfectly edited video sitting in your draft folder because you never finish it and therefore never publish it. I have coached agents who held on to this belief that a highly edited video made them look more professional, and they did this for years. And eventually they either got burned out and stopped making videos altogether, or they ran out of time and stopped publishing videos more than once or twice a month, when all they had to do was either outsource the editing to a VA somewhere else or let go of this idea that they needed to be so polished and so professional. They don't. If you've got 50 videos on your channel, it will 100% bring you more business than if you have 5 videos on your channel. So do yourself a favor and don't fall into this editing trap. Again, I covered all of the different types of videos you should make in this video right here. So when we're done here, watch that one if you would like. But the next videos will be the cost of living in your area, the pros and cons of living in your area, and how to buy a home in your area, and then maybe another neighborhood tour. These 5 different videos will cover the main topics that someone who's actually considering buying or moving to your area is actively searching for. Every single one targets someone with real buyer intent. And once they are published, they work for you permanently. 24/7 every day of the year. You don't have to boost them. You don't have to share them on other platforms. The algorithm with YouTube and Google will do all of the distribution for free. After these videos are done, you might say, okay, well, now what? What do I do next? Well, here's a framework that I like to use for every video when I'm planning my content. Ask yourself 3 questions about any potential topic. Question number 1. Would someone who is actively looking to buy or sell in my market be searching for this? And if the answer is no, don't film it. Okay. My morning routine as a real estate agent fails this test. Nobody who's searching to sell their house wants to see what your morning routine is, about how you meditate and you journal and you drink coffee. They need to be searching for something about buying or selling a house. Question number 2, does this topic demonstrate my local expertise? You have a huge advantage over Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, all of these big, giant national websites. You live and work in this market. You know which builders have quality issues. You know which areas are up and coming. You know which areas flood every time we have a terrible thunderstorm. Your content should showcase local knowledge that only someone local on the ground would know. Question number 3, would this video directly lead to someone contacting me because they want to hire a real estate agent? Is the natural next step for them to reach out to you if they found that video helpful? A neighborhood tour naturally leads to, I want to see more homes in this area. The video about the cost of living in your town naturally leads to, I want to buy a house. I don't know how much I can afford. Can you help me? If the video doesn't create a natural path for them to contact you, then it's probably not worth your time to film that video. If your video is about your favorite restaurants in town, does that show that they have the intent to buy or sell real estate? No. I once did a video about how the parking app works in downtown Savannah, how you pull into a parking space, you pull up the app on your phone, you look down at your parking space, and there's a 4-digit number, and you type it in, and it's like 50 cents an hour or whatever it costs, and you can pay on the app. I got so many comments and people sending me emails asking me to help them troubleshoot the parking app. It was ridiculous. You can't make videos that have nothing to do with real estate and then get mad that you didn't get real estate leads from it. So run every video idea through those 3 filters. And if it passes all 3, film it. If not, skip it and find a better topic. Every video that you make is an opportunity to attract a new client. The more videos you have on your channel, the more opportunities you have to attract a new lead and hopefully becomes a client. I promise you that I did not get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leads for my YouTube channel because I had 5 videos that were freaking amazing. I got hundreds and hundreds of leads from my channel because I had hundreds and hundreds of videos. I only made 1 video a week, but I did it consistently for years and years. And that is why I still continue to get leads from that channel from videos that I made in 2017. Now, here is the follow-up system that I recommend that you have. After your videos are published and someone says, this is great, I want to talk to this person, what happens next? If the answer is, I hope that they find my phone number somewhere, you're leaving money on the table. So here's what I recommend that you have: a lead capture page. Create a simple 1 page that offers something valuable in exchange for their information. A checklist, a relocation guide, a market snapshot, your favorite condos that are pet friendly, something that they would genuinely find helpful and valuable, and then link to that page in the description of every video that you make where it would be relevant, and mention it in the video itself. I put together a free relocation guide for anyone thinking about moving to Savannah. I will put the link in the description below. You say that in your video. Then you need an email follow-up sequence. So once they go to your site and they fill out that form and they opt in, they're going to start getting emails and maybe even text messages from you. They will get the guide that they just requested, but then they'll get your whole follow-up campaign as well. Send them helpful, friendly emails, not sales pitches, helpful content. More neighborhood information, answers to common questions, links to resources, questions about the buying process. What's the market doing right now? The goal is to stay on their radar and demonstrate your expertise, not constantly be pressing them for an appointment. If you're always salesy like that, it's a huge turnoff. I also want you to monitor your comments. Look at your YouTube comments daily. It only takes a couple of minutes. When someone leaves a comment on your video, that is a potential warm lead. So reply. Don't use a bot. Don't have your assistant do it. You personally reply. Start a conversation. That is so exciting. What areas are you thinking about? I would love to help you. Send me an email. Here's my email address if I can help you. And try to get them to reach out to you. That kind of personal engagement turns viewers into clients. And I have closed deals from people that left comments. But you got to get their contact information. So they have to reach out to you in email, phone call, go to your website. So how long will all of this take? I get this question on the daily. I just talked to somebody yesterday from Boise, Idaho, who said, how long should I expect this to take before it starts to work and I start getting leads? And I want to be honest with you, this is not an overnight strategy. Your first 5 videos might get 10 or 20 views each. That's very, very normal. YouTube needs time to understand your channel and index your library of videos so it can figure out who to offer them up to. And you need time to get comfortable on camera and learn what resonates with your audience. But here's what I can tell you. If you follow this plan, By week 4, you'll have at least 4 published videos and a complete YouTube strategy that is built around attracting real clients, not just getting a lot of views. Those videos will be working for you from the day that you publish them for years to come. And as you add more videos over the coming months, the compound effect kicks in. Every new video makes your channel stronger, gets you more watch time, and tells YouTube to recommend your content to more people. The agents who succeed with YouTube are the ones who commit to publishing consistently for at least 6 months, not the ones with the fanciest equipment or the best editing, the consistent ones. Now, that doesn't mean that it could take 3 to 6 months. It could take a lot less, but this is what I would expect, so that if it happens sooner, you'll be very pleasantly surprised. You now have video topics, you have the recording set up, you have the follow-up system, you have a clear week-by-week plan. If you want me to coach you through this live every single week, I have a cohort that is starting in May. It is a small group. We're only doing this with 15 agents, and I kept it small on purpose so I can give everyone personal attention, look at your individual channels, review your videos, give you feedback, give you guidance, and help you build this the right way for your individual market. So if that sounds like it would be of interest to you, check the description for all of the details. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I make new videos for real estate agents every single week, and I'll see you on the next one.